Today in Annapolis, Governor Wes Moore unveils the state's nearly $71 billion budget proposal for fiscal year 2027.
The budget is almost 1% higher than last year's budget, and the governor says the proposal reflects his administration's core values.
And those values are protecting our people, lowering costs for Marylanders, and increasing Maryland's economic competitiveness.
The governor's proposal includes nearly $900 million in targeted budget cuts. Here are a few. $150 million is being cut from the Developmental Disabilities Administration. $120 million cut from state employee salaries, and $79 million in cuts comes by not increasing provider rates for agencies like DHS.
In the meantime, the general fund is $154 million smaller than last year. The governor says the plan includes no new taxes or fees while eliminating a projected $1.5 billion budget shortfall. He also says it maintains 8% of the rainy day fund and a minimum cash balance of more than $100 million, highlighting the need to spend in a thoughtful way.
This budget shows that we can spend wisely and also protect our values.
We go now to Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost joining us live from the State House. Mackenzie.
Kai and Mary, with the top line budget number slightly larger than last year, there are a lot of questions about how the deficit overall will be dealt with. And while the governor says no to new tax and fee increases, Republicans say we've been here before.
Thank you.
As negotiations begin, now that the governor and his team have unveiled their $70.8 billion budget proposal,
This is a results-driven budget.
there are questions about what this will mean for Marylanders and their own budgets.
Our revenues continue to, not keep up with our spending.
Republican Senator Paul Quarterman sits on the Budget and Taxation Committee. He takes issue with how Governor Moore is doing the math this year to close the projected $1.4 billion deficit. The administration is looking at a total of about $1.8 billion in cuts, fund transfers, and cash shifts.
At the end of the day, we're not addressing our structural issues. This budget really is just about moving a lot of funds around.
Marylanders know what it's like when lawmakers start digging into the details of the budget. Last year, amid a multi-billion-dollar deficit, the end result was $1.6 billion in tax and fee increases. A lot of Marylanders right now are still hesitant, and there's appears to be a mistrust in leadership given the fact that we did see the significant tax and fee increases last year. I know that the governor has made it very clear this budget does not include tax and fee increases in it, but is there still room for concern given what we did see in the past last year?
I'm still concerned, yes. There was no conversation today about any type of relief for our citizens on top of or the heels of what we just came off of.
Last year, lawmakers raised taxes on cannabis, sports betting, and snacks from a vending machine, a new $5 tire tax, vehicle excise tax increased, along with emissions and registration fees. Car title fees doubled, a new 3.5% tax on rental cars, and the state's new 3% tech tax.
Clerk will read the bill.
At the end of session last April, the governor touted his budgeting skills and noted middle-class Marylanders would get a tax break. In reality, that was about $50 to $60 on average. People will still see the headlines with $1.6 billion in tax increases, though. Do you think that they really will be thankful for a government who's taxing them more, given the fact that we are seeing all of the other federal actions?
I think you are watching a state government that is giving the middle class a tax cut in this moment. I think you are going to watch a state government that's about to do the largest amount of cuts to a Maryland state budget that we have seen literally in over a generation.
Any savings Marylanders felt would almost immediately be wiped out by at least the car title fee doubling, if not the other tax and fee increases. While the governor's team says this budget is a reflection of responsible spending,
this budget is a low-growth budget.
Local governments will be forced to pick up more of the tab for retirement plans for teachers, librarians, and community college workers. How do you explain that when local jurisdictions continue to say that they too are struggling with their own budgets and look to the state as, say, this is a result, we're in this financial situation as a result of state policies to begin with?
Well, I would say we've worked with our local jurisdictions to come to many of these solutions. I think this is not about we're pushing costs on locals, because if locals look at their budgets, they know what a percentage of their budgets also are helping to be underwritten by the state.
Even with that cost shift, our local governments are receiving more money this year from the state than they did last year.
Republicans argue shifting the burden to locals have happened before, but say it's still a major concern for implementation.
Which will probably cause increased taxes on our local communities.
As Marylanders settle in for the budget debate to unfold, state taxes may not be going up this year, but what you pay in your own community could be changing.
Now, everyone here in Annapolis is trying to quickly page through these budget books to really see what exactly is on the chopping block this year. And for many people, it's not a surprise to not see any tax and fee increases, given the fact that this is an election year. But several Republicans have argued that without making serious structural changes to the out-year deficits, tax increases may be on the table again next year. Live in the State House, Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.